in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. I hope you're doing Wednesday stuff. I am. Doing my Wednesday thing. Got a new sponsee. I'm doing pretty good. A good kid, man. I like helping out these young men. Man, never knew I'd say that. Meow. What are we crying for, Mo? Come here. Got a crying kitty. Mama. Are you the one whining? No, Sawyer was whining. He's going to get the love first. Sawyer's not a lap kitty, so. Meow. I like Sawyer because he does what I call the pre-purr. He starts purring before I even pet him. So. I'd bring you up and pet you, but I'm wearing black. So, but welcome. Hi. Stop comparing. We're good. See you around. Welcome, Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I think I've been off more than I could chew here. I'll come up with something. All right. Welcome, Daily Trudge. If you're here, please say hello. Whether you're watching live or the rewatch. Hello, Chris. It's just good to see you. I have noticed, well, comparing isn't necessarily bad if you do it the right way. I mean, it really depends on our intentions for the comparison. Now, if I'm doing it to help improve myself, then it can be a good thing. But that's not really what we do with comparison. We tend to compare ourselves to other people to determine our own worth. And only one person in this world should determine your worth, and that is God, your higher power. Your higher power, for me anyway, is the only person I let determine my worth. Okay? If I did not do it that way, I would have a very sad life. I would. I wouldn't feel like I accomplished things, you know. What would happen is I would get caught up in seeing these other people that just appear on the screen that suddenly have these hundreds of thousands of followers. Okay. Now I know these are paid for. Okay. Every follower I have willingly wanted to be a follower. So, not true on my YouTube. I did spend $25 to boost it a little bit, but that was so I could change the name. I'll admit I did that. But when it comes to Facebook and these other things, you know, yesterday, if I did a comparison, you know, meetings weren't very big, but it's okay. Only one person showed up to the in-person. Or as I should rephrase it, a person showed up to the in-person. So we did the meetings, man. I didn't think anybody was going to show up to the 7 o'clock. It was actually a little bit bigger, you know. So tomorrow, the 5:30 is going to be a step meeting. We're going to be doing a step study on 5:30, at 5:30 on Thursdays. And somebody named Eve is going to be running that. Anyway, back to comparing. sometimes in order for us to figure something out, we may need to compare it. Maybe we need to compare it to something else to see whether we're good. How about the you spot it, you got it? You know, it was quite often in the program where I would see other people doing things that I didn't necessarily agree with. And, my sponsor was pretty good, and he would tell me things like, Dion, if you see somebody else doing that, there's a great chance that you are doing it also. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Sorry, I got a gazillion things on my mind. This is what I'm thinking. Is we do have the actual brick and mortar location, but I'm going to start adding more meetings on. So, in other words, I'm going to start working on the virtual club. See, I didn't talk about this much. But the Club Trudge does have a brick and mortar location, but I also want us to have an online presence. I would like it to be just a community of people trying to help each other out. Okay. Now, so that's what's on my mind. I think when we're younger, this is where it really starts, because I wasn't a very big kid, and people always compare me to the other people in my class. Well, here's the thing. I was always the youngest person in my class. I was born in September. And I was the youngest person in my class. So I was always a year behind all of these people or my peers. They'd be turning 7 and I'd be turning 6. And, I wasn't as big as the other kids. I was smarter, though. And my mom did worry that I wouldn't be able to keep up in class. I kept up in class just fine. But you see even younger how these comparisons, when we start to compare, like my grandson, he's got a ton of energy. It's just the kind of kid he is. Okay. And I don't want any therapist or any teacher to get around him, or they're going to say, oh, he has ADHD. And they're going to start diagnosing him. And that's not what he needs. He just has extra energy. Let him go outside, play. Okay, he's one of those kids where he needs to play more, where he needs to, oh, so you had the opposite problem, Chris, huh? And we all got problems, I guess, when it comes to it, But, I mean, is it fair to compare one person to another? I don't know that that's fair either, because we all have our different talents, but we also all have our different not good things, right? Leisure, good to see you. So comparing can do good, but it is always the intention. Okay. When it comes to it, the best thing to do is just not to take other people's inventory. If you can get away from, now, if you can take a look at a person and remove your own feelings, then you've got the best bet. Okay. Because you're going to take that information and use it for the correct thing. Do I need to change? What is it that I'm doing in the world today to make the world a better place? Not worrying about what other people are doing. Okay. I had a big problem with, I still do. It is so easy for me to get distracted by the bullshit in recovery. It's real easy for me. I'll admit it. Fuck it. I'll admit it. Okay. But what I don't do is I don't stop trying. Okay. Now, and I'm only using things because it's my experience. Now, if I compared what I'm doing to what other people are doing, last night would have been a total failure. Total failure. Okay. But I know that we helped at least one person. So, no, it wasn't. It wasn't a failure. And I know because I was helped. I learned some new things. I learned it's hard to get that stuff together that quick. And if you don't have help, you're screwed. That's what I found out. So I want to give some props to my friend Tyler and my wife for helping out yesterday, getting things set up. Thankfully, the church is like, you don't need to break it down. So I only had to do part of it once. So, I think we go around a lot and compare ourselves to other people, and it just doesn't turn out well. I'm not a guru today. My brain is shot. So yesterday really wore me out, and I got to do it back. I got to do it again tomorrow. So it won't be as rough tomorrow. But all right, that's what I got on it. It wasn't much. I'm sorry. But thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. I hope you all have a great day. Peace out. I love you. Peace out and have a day.